Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. We are having some delicious food this evening. We are going to have, it's chicken in shallots and garlic. It's super easy and we have just been browning the chicken. I'm doing a mixture of white and dark meat and you just season it liberally, salt and pepper, that's all. Cook it in your pot that you're going to put the rest of your ingredients in. And you have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, so I've already done that. I've fried that up for us because it's noisy. So let's move over here. I've got my shallots and garlic. Most of it's ready. This is how you find your shallots in the grocery store. And they're not around the onions really, they're just kind of tucked away. Now I think I found these today up on the top shelf, but I looked because, you know, these look like they're just a little baby onion. But they're really more like the garlic and they come from Europe. How fun is that? These I think said they came from Louisiana, but I mean, you know, originally. So all you do is you really do treat these a lot like you would an onion. Just take off the top and bottom, peel it. So you've got a nice, smooth shallot. They smell wonderful. They really are a lot like an onion in the flavor, except that they're milder. You don't get that, you know, that bite you get from an onion. But this calls for 10 shallots, or maybe it's 12. But anyway, you're not going to go wrong if you put more in. Like I said, you just peel the outside off. So did y'all have a good day? Did you have a fun day? I always feel good when I know what I'm going to cook for dinner because no matter what goes on throughout the day, I know that I'm going to end my day with a nice meal. So I look forward to this all day. I spent 2 hours with my mother in the doctor's office, which I didn't even get to go back with her. So who knows what they said. But luckily now, they always send you the reports. So it's all good. But this recipe came to me from our son and his wife in North Carolina. And he had told me how delicious it was. And I basically thought, well, it doesn't sound that delicious, but so I didn't do it. I think he told me about it maybe a couple of years ago. So in that probably 2 months ago, I made it for the very first time. Loved it because it's a showstopper. And when you get finished with it, it braises. It really slow fries because what we're going to do once we put everything back in that pot is put it in the oven for an hour and a half. And we're going to add a cup and a half of olive oil. So it's going to do like a slow fry at 350 in the oven. And it's going to make the chicken delicious. And these little vegetables are just going to fall apart. And like I said, you're going to have some delicious oil and the bottom that's going to make something that you can dip crusty bread in. And it's wonderful too. But I'll show you that. I will come back when we get this done. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Let's move over back to our pot. I think I have everything ready. We need to add a half a cup of olive oil to this pot. We don't have to warm it up while it's sitting up here. We've already used this to brown our chicken. We're going to add in our shallots and garlic. And I think I showed you this before. I just buy this freshly peeled garlic because all I do then is just chop off the little end pieces and put it in here. Super simple, saves me time, and it's delicious. And like I said, they use it on the Food Network. If it's good enough for them, good enough for me. And we have, from my garden, I have thyme and sage. And then I had to buy my parsley because I told you that the other day. Something's eating on my parsley, which I'll go get me some more, and I think I'll put it in a pot. But you don't worry about chopping this up. You just put it down here with your shallots and your garlic and your olive oil and just mix it in between your little vegetables. And then we're going to put our chicken back in and kind of nestle it in between the vegetables. And when we get it all back in, all we're going to do is put the lid on. The oven's preheated to 350, and this is going to do a slow fry for an hour and a half. And when we come back, I will have browned this up some bread so we can have some nice crusty bread. I haven't really decided what we'll have on the side, but we may not look at that. We may just look at our chicken and pour your little juices back in. But you'll see everything that we've done in this pot, and it's going to be amazing. I'll tell you that you saw how easy this was. If you make this for a group of people, they won't believe when you show them the recipe how very simple it was. And your house will smell so fragrant and delicious. So thanks Nick and April for the recipe. I really appreciate it. And I'm also just excited about dinner, and I knew what we were going to have all day. So I'm going to put the lid on this, put it in the oven, hour and a half. I'll see you back here when we're done. Hey guys, welcome back. We are within minutes of eating a delicious dinner, but I wanted to just go back over the recipe so you'll have it. This is called chicken and garlic and shallots, and it, like I said, delicious. You'll see it in just a minute. The recipe actually calls for a whole chicken, and I really can't remember the last time I bought a whole chicken, but it was for some reason important to my mother to teach me how to cut up a whole fryer before I got married, which I learned it. I can do it, pretty sure, but like I said, you know, we have chicken breasts, chicken thighs, chicken legs, and in Arkansas you have chicken feet. So I don't have to buy a chicken and cut it up. I can buy what parts I want. So thank you, Tyson. Then you take your chicken, we use 8 pieces, and season it with salt and pepper. Do a little quick fry in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Take that out. When you take it out, you're going to add 10 peeled cloves of garlic, 10 shallots, and I peeled them, and you can split them, spread them out. Then we had several sprigs of parsley, sage, and thyme, and you just put that all in there. Before it goes into the oven, you add a half a cup, I think I may have said a cup and a half a cup of olive oil, and you just put that all in the pan, nestle it down, put the lid on it, in the oven for an hour and a half, and the house smells wonderful. So if I had people coming over, they would be so excited. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out, I got some bread in the top of the oven, because I need a little crusty bread, because this makes an awesome olive oil flavored. Whoa, man. There's just a little bread. Let me grab my chicken. I'll set it right here. I'll open that up so you can get a good look at it. It smells good. You know, when we put all of those herbs in here, they were kind of big and all around. You'll see they have all melted down into that oil. I hope you can see. I wish you could smell. I am so excited. We're going to have a great big salad with this, and I think that's all we're going to need for dinner tonight. So I hope you'll try this recipe. Make you a little crusty bread, make you a great big salad, and you will be a happy camper. So will everybody else. So thank you so very much, and I'll see you again real soon.